Hello and welcome to ActivTrades biggest market movers. Today I'll be looking at the euro against the US dollar. I'll be discussing its recent trading history since we last looked at it, and I'll also be trying to identify the key technical levels as we move into another trading week for the euro. So the last time we had a look at the euro dollar, we were just entering the ECB press conference and we had to move up towards the previous high of around the 1366. We were not able to break that level and we sold down and we've moved back down towards them old lows. Currently, we made a move on Friday down towards the 112 level, testing those lows around the 111 area, but we were unable to break the 112, so we have currently had a bit of a rally, and yesterday we saw a lot of Fed chatter come out, and it's really whipsawing the US dollar around. And that is the trouble with the euro at the moment. It's not able to make a meaningful trend, and just as we're ready to break in one direction, we have some news out, or we seem to lose some steam and we move back into the other direction. So the euro, it now has a series of steps that it needs to really make if it is to make some meaningful ground either way. So let's have a look at the downside first. If we have a look at the downside, what we need to do now is to start to move underneath Friday's low around the 112. We need to take out that crucial 111.77 area. We need to break underneath these lows. If we are able to move underneath these lows and there's no further buying to take the currency up, then we will fall, and I believe we will start to test that crucial area between the 110.66, and that's really what the bears need to see. And I think when we're in a direction-less market like we have been with the euro, I think it may be safer for the euro traders to see the actual breaks happen and then get involved, because it has been a very tricky market for trend traders, because there really has been no established trend lately that's able to last. If we have a look at the upside, again, the key pivot will be the 1250 area. What we are seeing with the euro currently is that these lows are intact, that it made back in the end of August, and we're not seeing a break of them levels as long as the lows are in hold. And if we do even move down to test the 111.70 and that does hold, it will still give the bulls some confidence. So I believe as long as yesterday's low is intact around the 112.09, they do still have really a chance to take this up. I've attached a key trend line here to the highs that we made back around the 113.66 level. I've attached these three highs here. This trend line today is coming in at about 112.90, and that's an area that we do need to break above. And of course we need to break the pivot first around 12.50, possibly need to see a couple of daily closes above there for the bulls to have some confidence, and then we can start to move back above at the 12.90 and start to feel comfortable in the 113 level, and then challenge and break those old highs around the 13.66. And that's really what the euro bulls need to see. And if you have a look at this pattern wise, I think on the 1 hour chart it's starting to look like an inverse head and shoulder, and we may see a break upwards. But of course we do have the Federal Reserve very close. I believe that at some point next week we will see the speech from Janet Yellen, and that will really move the euro dollar if we do have a rate hike or not in September, and that may be what the euro is waiting for. But at the moment I think it's some interesting range bound trading, and I'll be watching the breaks closely, and I think it's definitely a case of at the moment to see how the euro takes that pivot around the 1250 region. Thank you very much. It's been ActivTrades biggest market movers.